Inches of rainfall there. Now we also now have winter weather advisories. Those will go into effect tomorrow morning and extend through Saturday morning along the Tennessee, North Carolina mountains into places like Irwin, Roan Mountain, Burnsville. That's where we're watching the opportunity for some moderate snowfall accumulation, potentially 3 to 6 inches possible over those higher elevations. I'll break down what you can expect for the rest of your day today and into the weekend in just a few minutes.
Victoria, thank you. And a reminder, as always, you have access to the latest Storm Team 11 forecasts and the Live Viper radar 24/7. Download the Storm Team 11 weather app. It's free in the App Store or on Google Play.
3 people accused of trying to kill a woman in Unicoi County earlier this week made their first court appearance today. Austin Gill, Matt Taylor, and Kendra Adams were arraigned on attempted first-degree murder charges this afternoon. The victim in the case told investigators the 3 suspects attacked her at Jones Branch Campground on Sunday. The woman said she was hit in the head with a rock, choked, and gagged. She told officers she played dead just to stay alive during the ordeal before crawling to a spot where people heard her yelling for help. Gill, Taylor, and Adams were each declared indigent today in court. Were appointed attorneys. They are due back in court January 24th for a preliminary hearing. Each is being held on a $100,000 bond.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said a Washington County, Tennessee jail inmate remains on life support tonight as an investigation into an assault at the jail continues. The TBI said Joseph Lochner was injured during the assault Monday. Corrections officers said they found Lochner unresponsive inside his cell and originally believed it was because of a medical condition, but they later determined an assault had taken place and had TBI investigate the situation. Once agents with the TBI finish their investigation into the assault, the findings will go to the district attorney's office to determine whether any charges will be filed.
A Johnson City man faces charges after police said he lied about being behind the wheel in a car crash. Police were called to a home on Unaka Avenue yesterday morning about 10:30. The homeowner said a car had crashed into their fence. Police say 21-year-old Jeremy Burrell told them another car had caused him to run off the road and hit the fence. However, a witness told investigators that a woman had been driving the car when it crashed and that Burrell then got into the driver's seat and drove the car away from the scene. Police arrested Burrell after he admitted that was the case and charged him with filing a false report. Police say they have identified the woman who was driving. Charges are pending. A 27-year-old Cody Street of Johnson City faces charges of altering, falsifying, or forging evidence of title, registration, or plates. Investigators say Street stole the year sticker off of a car in a Johnson City apartment complex, then stuck it to his own license plate. He was jailed on a $1,000 bond.
Well, in just the last week, we've seen a couple of announcements about some new stores coming specifically to Johnson City.
Yeah, both Hobby Lobby and At Home have signed on to take on part of the retail space in the old Kmart building near Interstate 26 in North Johnson City. Since that announcement, people in our region are asking about even more retailers. Their same names always come up: Costco, Trader Joe's. They want to know if businesses like that will ever call the Tri-Cities home.
News Channel 11's Jordan Moore spoke to a prominent Tri-Cities developer today and found out what he thinks it would take to actually attract retailers like that to the region.
Well, Josh, Sarah, you've probably heard your friends and family say, I want to see this restaurant in Johnson City and that store in Kingsport. But as the developer of the Pinnacle in Bristol explained, it's not that simple of a process.
I mean, everybody wants a Costco, but the odds of that happening are very slim. Everybody wants a Trader Joe's. Everybody maybe wants a Macy's, but those things just aren't going to happen.
And the reason why Steve Johnson, the developer of the Pinnacle retail site, says that ultimately boils down to 3 reasons.
It's all about population, household income, and labor.
The way to fix that?
To be able to increase the population, increase the household income, I mean, we need corporations willing to locate here that pay more.
When it comes to retailers coming to the region, we've seen a few recent developments. Learning just this week that the old Kmart building will now be home to both a Hobby Lobby and an at-home store. Less than a month ago, we spoke to Northeast Tennessee Regional Economic Partnership CEO Mitch Miller about that very property in Johnson City.
There's a ton of potential for restaurants, retail, small shops, and I think you got some good developers, and they've also had some good local contacts that are very engaged in the retail side of things.
Not to mention the properties around our region that are still available, like Tri-Cities Crossing. And here in Johnson City, a sign indicating grocery chain Publix is coming. A sign that's now been there since the spring of 2017. Over in Kingsport, the old Sears building was demolished to make way for the possibility of new tenants. Johnson said while he feels like there is room for growth around the region,
It's very difficult to get some of the retailers some of the people in the region want. It's just an impossibility from a demographic standpoint. There's just not the money or the population to support it. So there is room to get better, but how much headroom is there really is very challenging.
And Josh, Sarah, I also reached out to Mountcastle Corporation about an update on the Tri-Cities crossing that's near Interstates 26 and 81, and to officials at Publix about their Johnson City location. At this point this evening, I'm still waiting to hear back.
Jordan, thank you. So far, no timeline on when Hobby Lobby and At Home will open inside the old Kmart building in Johnson City.
How do we take that to the next level? How do we make sure that we are getting as a region what we deserve? Because I think when you go across the state, go across the country, whether that be Tennessee or Virginia, our little neck of the woods here that we are so passionate about and love so dearly can get forgotten.
Coming up tonight on the news at 6, more on a similar topic. In fact, the growing momentum we've learned about behind a radical new approach to attracting businesses and jobs to improve the Tri-Cities economy. These three Tri-Cities business leaders say after months of meetings and with the firm insistence of some prominent business leaders, something's got to change. Now a new approach to marketing the region is about to go public with a video that you're going to see for the first time tonight.
Just over in the glory land. Just over in the glory land.
And tonight, why some are hoping a new video, a new organization, and a new focus on regional unity will attract businesses and reverse trends, rebooting the Tri-Cities economy. More on that tonight at 6.
Several East Tennessee agencies are working to track down a teenager who's been missing for more than 2 weeks. According to the FBI's Knoxville office, 14-year-old Bridget Gordon was last seen at her home in Wartburg, Tennessee, December 3rd. Detectives say Gordon may have traveled to Nashville, but really could be anywhere at this point. They say it's possible she's stopping at truck stops. Detectives say she may have been spotted in Dyersburg Saturday. She wears glasses and was last seen wearing black pants and a maroon jacket. If you see Bridget Gordon, call 1-800-TBI-FIND. The Washington County Johnson City Animal Shelter is hoping you will remember those animals still waiting for that forever home this holiday season.
And tonight we are in your corner helping make sure the Washington County Johnson City Animal Shelter has the items those animals need tonight. Our chief meteorologist Mark Reynolds is at that shelter every week talking about pets that need homes. Tonight he's there with more on how we can help during the 6th annual Tails and Paws Holiday Drive. Hey, Mark.
Hey there, guys. You know, it's hard to believe it's been 6 years now since we started this drive, and one of the best things about it, this drive that we do tonight and through the rest of the week here actually gives the shelter goods for the next 6 months. That includes food, supplies, and also toys and blankets and so forth. So that's why we encourage you to come on out tonight and join us for our 6th annual Tails and Paws Holiday Drive. This one right here, by the way, I'm holding, you're seeing some of the items that they need. We have all kinds of cleaning supplies and also cat and dog food. They need that as well. And we're also showing you already. We've had a lot of people come to the animal shelter today making donations, and some people have actually asked for carts. So that's great news. A lot of you are donating, and we certainly appreciate that. Also, I've got Diana right here with me. Look at her. She is a very sweet dog. You talk about a laid-back dog. Look at her. She's adorable. She's 11 years old. She's a terrier mix. She would make somebody a great pet. You can come out tonight and adopt her. You can adopt any of the animals. And the good news is Friendship Automotive partnering with WJHL to make it easy for you to adopt. $35 adoption fees. That also includes the chip as well. So come on out. You can check out all the animals here at the shelter. And as we say, you can bring any item you want to bring. Blankets. They love those. Towels as well. A lot of the dogs have to be bathed, so keep that in mind. A lot of cleaning supplies. They're in need of most everything. Come on out and join us. We're right here at the Washington County Johnson City Animal Shelter as we are right here on Roan Street. Having a good time out here tonight. We're going to keep you updated through the night. We're here till 6:30, and we'll be back throughout the evening. Now we're going to toss it for a look at the weather with the meteorologist Victoria Cavalieri. Victoria?
Well, Mark, it's been a rainy day today across the Tri-Cities. We're going to hold on to a rain chance tonight, and some of that could transition to some snow just in time for the weekend. I'll give you more details in a few minutes.
Storm Team 11 meteorologist Victoria Cavalieri.
Good evening. It's been a cloudy and wet day today across the Tri-Cities, and we are going to hold on to a rain chance tonight. You're taking a live look right now over downtown Johnson City, courtesy of our Journal Trail Skycam network. I want to get right to Viper radar because we're still seeing that steady moisture across parts of Southwest Virginia, eastern Kentucky. Notice a few locally heavy downpours right now into Wise County. The Tri-Cities area as well getting in on some of that rain. We did see downsloping winds earlier today, kind of keep the Tri-Cities a little bit drier, but that moisture now pushing in, and notice those downpours right along the Tennessee, North Carolina mountains. That's where we do have flood watches, which will extend through tomorrow afternoon. We're going to hold on to a wet pattern, not just tonight, but into a good portion of your day tomorrow. A look at the bigger picture shows you all that moisture. We're continuing to kind of suck that in from the south. And for your day tomorrow, we're starting out as rain, and then late in the day, some parts of the area will see that transition to a rain-snow mix. Now we're going to hold on to that flood watch through 4 p.m. tomorrow, again for parts of western North Carolina, as well as into Grayson County in southwest Virginia. The National Weather Service also just issuing some aerial flood advisories over these areas due to some of those locally heavy downpours we're currently seeing. That flood advisory means that if you live in an area with poor drainage, you could start to see some minor flooding. We'll hold on to those advisories through about 10:45 p.m. tonight. We've also are now seeing those winter weather advisories going into effect along the Tennessee, North Carolina mountains. They'll go into effect tomorrow morning and extend through early Saturday morning. These are the areas that we're watching some of that more moderate snowfall accumulation over the highest peaks. I'll give you a look at what we're thinking in terms of snowfall totals in just a moment. But right now, temperature reading still pretty mild. 54 currently in Johnson City, 48 degrees right now in Wise, 48 in Rogersville. If you've got outdoor plans tonight, you're going to want to bring that umbrella. I do think we could see a drier slot move in sometime between 8 p.m. and midnight tonight, but scattered showers are still going to be around in spots, so best to be prepared. Grab that umbrella as you head out the door tonight. And make sure you have it tomorrow morning as well. Notice how our in-house model keeps that moisture around tomorrow morning. Few downpours possible, especially over parts of southwest Virginia. Tomorrow's one of those days where we start out with our high temperature and then we see those temperatures steadily fall. Notice how we start to see that rain-snow transition over the highest elevations for the afternoon tomorrow, but especially tomorrow night into the overnight hours. Those snow showers, though, and snow flurries generally dissipate by Saturday morning pretty early. In terms of rainfall totals, we're generally looking at about 1 to 2 inches across the board. And this is what we're thinking of in terms of the snowfall forecast. Now, don't focus too much on the color situation here. Just notice those snowfall totals. Around 3 to 6 inches possible over parts of western North Carolina. Thinking more around 2 to 4 inches near places like Mountain City and Boone. Parts of southwest Virginia, generally 1 to 3 inches, although there could be isolated spots of 3 inches or more. But the Tri-Cities, you'll notice, really doesn't pick up much of that. We're going to see this be a mainly rain event with a few light scattered snow showers and snow flurries. Less than an inch of snowfall accumulation likely there. Our low tonight, though, drops down to 45 degrees, back up to 48 tomorrow, but then we'll see those temperature readings tumble. A wet day tomorrow with some gusty winds around as well. There's a look at that 7-day forecast. A very quick moving system could move in for Sunday into Monday. That could give us a few more scattered showers, maybe a flurry or two. There's a look at our Paws photo in a flash winner. This was submitted to us by Caitlin, and that is Abel Danger is his middle name. He just turned 10 months old, so he decided to ride a reindeer, it said. If you want to enter, you can go to wjhl.com/pals, and you can pick up your mug between 9 and 4.
Well, I guess it could be a lot worse for the travel part of this holiday season.
Yeah, it could be worse. I do think if you're headed over Sam's Gap or that way, really give yourself some extra time.
All right.
Thanks,
Victoria. The Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency has enacted a plan to try and stop the spread of what's called chronic wasting disease.
Now, TWRA very concerned about it. It said 10 deer in West Tennessee tested positive for CWD in preliminary results. Chronic wasting disease is contagious. It's a deadly neurological disease that affects members of the deer family. TWRA said it is the most significant threat to the deer population, and that's nationwide.
Yeah, deer in Fayette and Hardeman counties have tested positive for CWD, and additional samples are being tested. Wildlife officials say deer hunters are their biggest ally in stopping the spread of the disease.
We're hoping that hunters will do their part in not transporting deer from infected areas, that they properly skin and debone the meat, and they only carry processed meat back for their freezer. They leave the waste products behind or dispose of them properly.
TWRA says CWD has no known risk to the health of humans or livestock. Well, he does so much throughout the year to help animals in the Washington County Johnson City Animal Shelter. But tonight, Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds, if you could believe it, is doing even more.
Yeah, he is at the shelter helping to collect donations. It's the 6th annual Tails and Paws Holiday Drive. Mark, how's it going?
Hey guys, I'm here with Jake. We're going to give you a pan of Jake because he doesn't want to let the ball go. He's adorable. We're going to come right back, tell you how you can help out with this holiday drive coming up next. Hey, good evening to you. We are live here at the Washington County Johnson City Animal Shelter for